Hello again. Thank you for watching this video and studying math with me. Today's topic is multiplying fractions. We're going to talk about multiplying fractions. We're going to talk about a shortcut to do that. We're going to talk about how you multiply a fraction by a whole number and find the area of a rectangle. Now, when you multiply two fractions, you multiply across the top, the numerator times the numerator, and you multiply across the bottom, the denominator times the denominator. Common denominators are not correct here. We use those later, but not when you're multiplying fractions. And there is a shortcut. And the shortcut is to divide a numerator and denominator by the same common factor. You can cancel those factors out, but it is the same number in the numerator and denominator. And you always want to have your answers in lowest terms. Again, you want your answers to be in lowest terms, and we're going to be canceling common factors between them. And if the number is big, sometimes using prime factorization can help you with your calculation. So let's talk about one other fact and then we'll do some work. Also, people should know that when you have a whole number like 5 is really the same thing as 5 over 1, and that helps you when you multiply a whole number in a fraction. You want to write the whole number as a fraction with a denominator of 1. We will also use our first geometry formula that the area of a rectangle is equal to the length of the rectangle times the width. Now, the next chart is going to be one where you can pause the video, do some work, and then advance the video to see how you did. So here are our first set of problems, and I'm going to be back in a bit with you. Okay, I am back, and so now we're going to multiply the fractions, making sure that the answers are in lowest terms. So I multiply across the top and the bottom, and I get 3 over 8. Now here I can use the shortcut because I can say 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 9 3 times. 5 goes into 5 once, 5 goes into 15 3 times. So this is going to be 1 over 9. The next one I also will use this shortcut. I will say 3 goes into 6 twice, 3 goes into 9 3 times, and multiply across the top. It is 15 over 4. The next problem I'm also going to use my shortcut. 5 goes into 5 once, 5 goes into 25 5 times. 12 goes into 24 twice, 12 goes into 36 3 times. The answer to that is 3 over 10. Now I can also multiply whole numbers by the fractions. Each time I will do the whole number. I will call it is, the denominator is 1. So that is 25 over 1. So here I will multiply across the top. I get 3 times 7 is 21 over 5. Here, 9 goes into 9 once, 9 goes into 18 twice, so it's 8 over 1, or 8. Here, I have 18 over 36, but there's a common factor. 18 goes into 18 one time, 18 goes into 36 twice, so that answer is 1/2. Here I'm multiplying 3 numbers together, and I am going to use the shortcut. So 5 goes into 5 once, 5 goes into 25 5 times. 4 goes into 4 once, 4 goes into 16 4 times. So I have 5 times 35 all over 4. Now 5 times 35 is 175 over 4. Then we can also have word problems. Here we're finding the areas of the rectangles. We're given the lengths and the widths. So I want to take 5 over 9 times 3 over 20 for this problem. I'm going to, 5 goes into 5 once, 5 goes into 24 times, 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 9 3 times. So that is 1 over 12, and that is square inches. The last one down here, we have 12 over 25 times, it is 5 over 16. So 5 goes into 5 once, 5 goes into 25 5 times. 4 goes into 12 3 times, 4 goes into 16 4 times. Multiply across the top, I get 3 over 20, and this is going to be square meters And those are the problems. Now, you should read your book and do other examples in your book. But for now, I'm closing and saying time is precious. Each day must count. Do the math. It will make you strong. Take care and see you in class.